records.
I
Are you
do it
recapping?
just. Yeah, I mean, I've been the recapper.
You've been the
Yeah.
recapper, which is weird because have you ever used your bardic
Have
inspiration
you have you ever
for
have
the
you ever written
recaps?
any notes? I think is the real question.
I wrote some notes, but I thought about it, and I don't think Kanye would write notes.
Yeah, okay, it's because
It
Kanye
adds
wouldn't
a
write
little bit of
notes. Yeah,
authenticity, so.
yeah. I guess that's the real reason because Kanye wouldn't
I
write anything.
remember shit, dude. I'm quite
Yeah,
good at remembering
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. You do well like recap pretty much every time. So, take your
Yeah.
you get your inspiration if you recap for us.
Right.
We never goddamn uses it though. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. I always forget about this. I'm just doing it for the fun, guys. All right. So the last session started off, all of us getting to the tavern, having a conversation with the bartender. She was pointing us towards the monastery or cathedral because that was most likely where we would find Dharma. When we got there, Pebble ran in and started screaming for Dharma, pissed off the captain, who I have a coin written in a celestial. Not that it matters. We eventually found Dharma healing the wounded, which was a bit odd. And then we kept getting a demonic presence in the whole place. And what we found out was it was from a helm, I believe, underneath the cathedral or some artifact. And that's what it was radiating. Then we went outside. I'm spacing on when we went outside. That's some great song though. We went outside because Dharma asked us to.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm
Yeah.
He wanted to have a talk with you guys. I think
privately, right? He asked us
yeah.
if we weren't around,
Yeah.
right?
He asked us to go out, so we went. So there was no like
Hindsight.
prying sort of stuff.
Hindsight.
And then
Why when the shit got stolen. Anyway, we got out there. He was kind of telling us there's some weird shit going on. We eventually see a group of paladins attack a family. We try to fight the paladins in the last minute. We stopped and actually we take over. Thankfully because they like Dharma. And then the family ended up being demons or something like that. There's a nag, I remember, and she might have turned the other ones at that time, but we got the sense that they didn't know they were evil. So that was an interesting one. Do I still have that rock, by the way?
Which rock is this?
The one that can detect demonic presence.
oh yeah, the amulet.
The amulet. I don't know. I thought you gave it back.
I think we gave it back. We
I'm
did.
pretty
we did.
sure. Yeah. Pretty
Yeah,
sure you
Neil
gave it
stole
back.
it, and I gave it back.
Yeah.
We calmed them down.
Yeah.
We fight them, and then we kind of essentially get the fuck out of Dodge. As we were running back to where our griffins were, we kind of saw the place, going to shit and being attacked by demons. We didn't help anybody, and we just got the fuck out of there. That
We
is
got the fuck out of there very quickly.
Like,
Yeah,
I remember,
that was it.
I will always laugh because Wolf, you were like describing shit, and we're like, we don't care, we keep going.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye. Like you put that bit in for filler, but now it's going to be part of the plot, and we're just like, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, that was quite great. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna turn on my Hydra.
Right. So, right. Okay, cool.
Great song. I know, right?
Right. So, you guys are currently just sort of flying over Neverwinter, sort of flying towards Neverwinter to approach. It's probably about so it's winter, so it gets dark at about sort of like 4 o'clock or so, 5 o'clock. It's currently dark, but kind of it's only just turned dark, so it's kind of quite early on, sort of in the day. You notice as well that the whole of the city appears to be lit up, and actually, I can show you what the
Is Dark
city.
with us?
Dharma stayed behind in Helmshold to type some loose ends with Aubrey and
Yeah, he
basically finish off a couple of the. Basically, he's been there for two sort of like 2 weeks maybe at least, and 2 of these weeks. So we're talking like 20 days. It's him kind of saying his goodbyes and doing some sort of like last minute bits and bobs essentially. While you guys head off to Neverwinter, and he said that he'll kind of basically rendezvous with you guys. If you look on Sunday night's gaming night,
That's a big ass city.
So laid out before you guys is the city of Neverwinter. It's massive. From your point of view, Neil, you've never seen anything like this. Pebble's never seen anything like this. Kanye, you have seen shit like this, obviously.
It's like a rinky-dink little town to Kanye.
Yeah. So this is a big town even for Kanye. Like this is still like a big town, but compared to like Waterdeep, it's not in the same kind of league really, because basically they're huge. So sorry, just wanted to check something. You guys are sort of like flying towards the entrance to Neverwinter on your hippogriffs that you borrowed. The whole of the town is basically lit up. Okay, so a couple of the places in the edges, particularly sort of like near the docks and sort of those places, it's pretty dark there. The rest of the town is very well lit, which is completely unusual for what you would expect. Could I have somebody roll either like an intelligence or maybe a history check, just to sort of see if they can work out what's going on?
I can do it.
I don't mind either way.
That is a 3.
So 3.
Ooh.
What are you doing, Neil?
I can roll a history or intelligence check. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Maybe just
17.
17. Neil reminds you, Kanye, because Neil has a very accurate internal clock. Today would happen to be midwinter. So it's currently the festival of midwinter.
I love festivals.
So
It's midwinter in
basically,
Sorry to interrupt. How big is Nil? Is he like human size? Is he yay high? I'm picturing him like a Wall-E kind of character.
Oh really? No. He's about 6 foot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's like human size.
No, I just kind of imagine you kind of nudging, like pulling on my sleeves, like, "Hey, this is midwinter." Never mind.
Yeah, no, he's about 6 foot, I think. And then it's. I think it would be even. Yeah, I think it'd be quite hard to make like a warforged small, I guess, because you got to put like a lot of like machinery there, I guess.
It's a world of mate.
people can make small constructs.
This is true. This is true.
So you know that midwinter is basically tomorrow. So this is the day before midwinter. Midwinter is one of the. There's not a lot of really big festivals in Faerun. There's about sort of like 4 or 5 really, really like top quality ones that are like the big festivals. This is the Midwinter Festival. It's a very, very big deal in Faerun. It's a sort of. It's hard to say. It's a time when it's a big celebration. And it's also a time where traditionally is a really good time for everybody because around midwinter it's traditional for the nobility to throw like massive feasts. And there's a big competition. You would remember Kanye as soon as you hear it, because your family would have done this. Of basically, we will feed the poor. We'll feed everybody. You will just give out loads of food, give out loads of booze, like almost invite the whole city into your house, and it's like a competition amongst a lot of the nobility.
You
we didn't catch a word of that, bud.
Yeah, you froze for a minute.
No, don't apologize.
Turn down Hydra for a moment.
He just looks at Neil, kind of bops up and down.
Yeah.
Wanna have some fun tonight, man?
Oh, you know what's really irritating as well? I found out that I'm immune to sleep. Anyway.
You don't sleep, but you're not immune to sleep.
I'm immune to sleep. Magic can't put me to sleep.
Really?
But not.
Yeah, it's on my racial traits, constructed resilience. You are immune to disease, you don't need to sleep, and magic can't put you to sleep.
Yeah, I have that as well, man, for elves.
Yeah, you're an elf, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It doesn't matter now, though.
Too late.
Exactly, it doesn't matter.
So,
What is this?
why is it really laggy for me? Sorry, I'm cutting in and out a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe leave the call and jump back in.
Yeah, give me 1 second, actually. Sorry, guys, my my internet like clapped out for a moment.
You're good, bud.
And it like completely dropped. Anyway, so what I was going to say is the Midwinter Festival is like the big festival. And it's a time where the nobility traditionally invites everybody in. So there's big parties, big feasts. It's kind of a like showing off your wealth, and kind of a way that you get the poor people on your side is by essentially you're all welcome to come and eat a load of food and drink a load of booze at our like massive mansion. And it's like, you remember this especially because it's a time where you basically try to one up everybody around you. It's like, we bought in like 100 barrels of wine, you only bought in 50. Look at you guys, like you don't really care. And kind of competing on how insane you can spend essentially for like this one day on other people. So it's a kind of a time of gift giving, but it's a gift giving to show off essentially, rather than, because you particularly sort of want to. So that is set for tomorrow. So this is currently like the big sort of like Midwinter's Eve essentially, but the festivals have already kind of begun, and they'll probably go on for at least a couple of days from sort of this evening. So as you kind of like swoop in over the city, the whole city is lit up, and it seems like quite exciting. There's a lot going on. Right, so you guys swoop in and kind of land at the gate entrance. It's it's like a 10-minute wait. You're very unusual as well. Like obviously, arriving on hippogriffs is not an everyday thing for people. You're you're pretty. This is the equivalent of like rocking up in a sports car. Like you're very much turning heads. Sort of.
Can I
as
just
you
say that
arrive.
I have a minorly big curly mustache?
Is that all? Just.
Yeah, like a big bushy one, like a little facial hair, kind of obscuring how I look.
Okay.
I don't want people to be recognizing me.
Neil
Okay.
looks at Kanye and be like, and pulls out a disguise kit and be like, surely it'll be better to use this, no?
I mean, I could. I have one of those as well, Neil. But is there any benefit to this? Like, realistic? I'm just doing it because I'm like out of game. Like, I'm just doing that because I have that spell. But would it make sense? I guess if I like magic gets dispelled, I guess I have to cost. Yeah, I guess disguise kit. I'll roll with the disguise kit.
Okay,
That is
so
fair.
it's whoever is disguising you. It's their dexterity plus proficiency if they're proficient with the disguise kit. You are. I don't think Neil is.
Look at Neil.
Neil is.
You got real nimble fingers there, bud.
Yeah, I do.
Do you mind helping me out? Need to keep it everything on the down low over here,
Damn.
19 plus proficiency, so 22.
Damn. Suddenly in front of you is just like some sort of like it's like looking at somebody from one of those spaghetti western films with like the big like elaborate mustache, like slightly more kind of like rugged looking skin. Looks a bit more like a sort of hardy adventurer type than he has ever looked before. Without knowing that this is Kanye, it's almost and even knowing it's Kanye, it's pretty much impossible to tell who this is. So
Can I roll a perception check to see if I remember it's Kanye?
you can roll an intelligence check if you want to see if you're stupid enough.
That's a nat 1. I don't know you're Kanye anymore.
Who is this? Who is this man?
Hi, my name is Neil.
Neil has done such a good job that he actually doesn't realise it's you anymore. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing that's happening now. Right.
Yep. So Neil's just going to wander away from Kanye.
Nice. So you guys arrive. Nice. So you guys wander up to the guards. They're not particularly, it's very much a, all right, come on then, come on in. They're not bothered. I think with your passive perception or passive investigation, Neil, you can tell the guards are already a little bit drunk because it's the festival, and it's pretty much impossible to stop people drinking during the festival.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I'm gonna take this time to light up my pipe.
Is this your pipe full of halfling leaf?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Roll a stealth check, please.
Oh fuck! Are you serious?
Yeah, well, yeah, you're in a big ass city, motherfucker.
That's 11.
One of the
It's
guards
your
fully just. Excuse me, sir. Is that leaf you'd be having in your pipe?
Oh, sir, it's purely medicinal. It's for my glaucoma.
Roll a deception check.
Make that with disadvantage, please.
That's
Use
fine.
glaucoma.
I mean,
That's
do you know what? Like, at this point, he's drunk enough that he's just like, to be honest, I don't care. Just try not to smoke in the town
I
because
got you. I'm
it
so
is
sorry.
technically illegal, it being the work of the Zentarim to peddle the leaf.
I was not aware of this. I've been in a very strange place the last few years. I apologize, and then I.
No, just rejected. He was not looking at his screen. Does the name Centauri ring any bells?
Yeah, I know it does to me. I'm very
okay,
aware.
cool. No, doesn't worry about it. No doesn't
You
worry.
are kind of waved through, slightly pissed off at you because, but not like doesn't care enough to deal with this, and also because you've got the hippogriffs, it's a bit like he's probably pretty important, so let's not like hassle him for this. You head off into Neverwinter. As you kind of enter, this is like proper sort of like wide cobblestone streets. So you're kind of used to seeing this, Kanye, but these are like built for two carriages to be like either side, which is expansive for kind of cities and towns in Faerun. So this is like a big sort of like trade hub, essentially. It's busy. There's a lot of people sort of wandering around. It's not too bad here, but you can see that as you kind of make the straight sort of shot heading up, there's like the Castle Never, which is basically sort of like huge over in the sort of like western end of the city, is like massive. I think that's it's over here. So you can see like from where you are, even Castle Never miles off to sort of the western edge, sort of because it's kind of like built into the cliffs, and you can obviously see coming up in front of you is one of the sort of like major basically one of the major kind of like one of the sort of like major like market streets, essentially. So that's kind of where a lot of the like festival stalls are being set up. Right. What are you guys doing?
Can we
we
yeah, go on.
I was going to say, have we rested since leaving Helms Deep?
No.
Cool. So we're probably exhausted, right?
Not yet, no, because it's still quite early.
Okay, cool.
It's quite early on in the like evening.
How long did it take us to fly here?
Not very long. Like you left
cool.
there
I
like,
thought it would be like a while.
you left there like sort of like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's only like 4 or 5.
Oh, okay.
It's like an hour or two. Like Helm's Hold is really Helm's Hold is like half a day's walk from Neverwinter. Yeah. So
nice
for riding it on hippogriffs, it's very quick.
Nice. The flight would be a short rest. That would not work.
Technically, I think it would be a short rest. On the back of your hippogriffs.
Nice. Then I may get some hit points back very quickly then.
Yeah.
Oh, for short rest, and then roll a 1d6 as well.
1d6 as well. Sweet.
Yeah. I try to find someone in the crowd as we're getting into the city. Someone like of like a higher status. You know, I'm not looking shabby, and I ask them where their nicest is.
If you want to just make a quick.
I don't know if he's like pausing.
No. It was. I think it's my internet is just a bit fucking shitty today.
You might want to turn off your camera, man. It'll be taking up a lot of bandwidth all of a sudden.
We'll see how it goes with that.
I don't know. Normally, that is something.
I think it's just it's like going in waves. So somebody's throttling up the it's being throttled. It's not working.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting like the internet's being throttled because of somebody around here is obviously doing something to fuck with like the bandwidth.
They might have a miner nearby or something.
Something's happening, but basically, I don't think it's my camera's making much of a difference.
No, it won't.
because I'm just getting
Not
like
too much
sudden
anyway.
full strength to like nothing and then bouncing.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Quick perception check, Kanye.
That is a 6.
I mean, you find someone in like slightly nicer clothes, who kind of looks at you and is a little bit threatened. He says,
Be at ease, good sir. We are just here to party.
"Well, sir, I do not know where you may find nice places, what nobles eat at, but you can get a drink at the Beach Leviathan, or maybe if you are feeling powerful, you might want to go to the Witch's Teat."
I am feeling rambunctious.
Nil pops up and be like, "Oh, hi. Are you? Do you have any friends in Vandalin?"
No. Otherwise, I would
okay.
speak like one of them. Well, hello there, sir. I'm actually from Vandalin.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I tip the guy 1 gold piece, and we.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. I will say for that gold piece, if you were thinking of going to the Witch's Teat, I would be wary of yourself. It is where people go who are not very legal people.
Okay.
Okay, he does drugs. It's fine.
Right? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, the guy the
Like,
the guy
Happy-
told him off when he walked in.
Happy
about it.
Neverwinter.
Happy Neverwinter. Like,
Happy midwinter festival. What was that?
just look at Neil. I'm like, are you autistic?
Yeah, it pretty much
I
is.
mean, technically, probably. Yeah, probably.
All right, Neil. I got some ideas how we can make some money, but we need to be game here.
Why do you need money?
Well, money is a good thing, Neil. And you stick with me, I'll make sure you're a very rich man. First off, I think your clothes are a little bit, shabby. Would you want to go shopping?
I mean, they're a couple of 100 years old, but yeah, sure. If you want to buy some new clothes,
Yeah.
I don't really need them because I mean, like, it's not as if I'm gonna erode or anything.
You're gonna what? A road? Oh yeah.
It's not as.
Fair enough. You're quite. Okay, yeah, I get what you mean. Fair enough. No, but it's more thing. You might want to blend in a little bit. It's a different dynamic than the man.
Oh, so you think I stick out too much?
Yes.
Okay, would that be an issue for you?
Potentially, it might be a good thing in certain circumstances. But I see that you're really good with that sword.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah. Thank you for the sword, by the way. I'm not gonna give it back though. It feels really nice.
It's your sword. It's your
thanks.
sword.
Thanks.
But I wanted
He
to
writes
go.
that down in the book and just goes, "Can you sign here?" Like,
yeah, sure, why not?
yeah, sweet, thanks.
Hey, that's your sword, man. Let's go get you some armor, Neil. Let's go get you some armor.
Are you getting him?
Oh, okay,
Are you
that'll be
going?
comfy.
Are you going for armor, or are you getting him like some nice threads?
I'm gonna get him studded armor and some nice threads.
Okay.
Probably and fuck it, a pebble as well.
I think Pebble doesn't need it. It's a barbarian.
The nice threads.
Oh, nice threads. Fair.
We're gonna be VIPs here, all right? We gotta look.
It's gonna be expensive in a big city. You know that, right? Like, there's gonna be premium.
Is it city?
Yeah, I think so. I think that will be how it works
Well, it
generally.
would be the opposite because if
I will.
supply and
I will say that you will find everything in cities, but it's probably going to be more expensive than if you go to a village. But there's no like, you don't have this because we're in a tiny village. There'll be stock.
You have all of it.
There'll be stock for pretty much everything. Okay.
Decently nice clothes, then. All right.
Yeah. Nil does bring up the fact that to change my armor, it takes me an hour.
Why?
It's just part of like the racial feats for Warforged. Let me get it up.
No, I'm just more curious.
Yeah, to don or doff an armor other than a shield, it takes 1 hour, and I must be proficient. So to doff, to take it off, it takes an hour. To put it on, it takes an hour. So 2 hours for an armor change. Yeah. But because of that, no one can remove my armor against my will.
Okay, so there's a reason. I was like, why would they?
There's a reason for it.
Why would they be?
Yeah, exactly. Like no one can remove it because I'm a Warforged, so it's like attached to me in certain senses.
We can wait 2 hours.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
In the meantime, I'm allowing you full of alcohol.
I'm immune.
Well, I don't think Kanye would know that.
No.
I'm gonna drink you under the table.
Okay, so
Nil's just sipping like really.
So what are you trying to, like, whereabouts are you kind of going essentially? There's kind of a couple of districts. There's obviously like Castle Never. There's the docks is kind of the dodgier end of Neverwinter. Roll a history check and let's see what you know about Neverwinter. You would have known something because obviously.
20.
Damn.
30.
Nice.
Just Kanye rolling a history check, not you. You've not been out of.
Oh shit.
You've not been out of your like little fucking.
I've read some books.
Yeah. So you know that there's a couple of different districts in Neverwinter. Probably the swankiest district is probably the Tower district, but it's there's a lot of like temples and stuff there. There's also like a wizard tower, and there's a couple of like fallen sort of like it's swanky stuff basically. Is all you need to know.
Do I know people wearing Yeezys?
Yeah. Where would that be? You would know that the place, if you want to go sort of where the nobility are, you would need to head to the Blue Lake district. Would probably be the place.
I can still. Just a jumper.
Cool.
And the Blue Lake district would probably be where the like finer shops are essentially. The other place to go is maybe the Chasm district. If you're looking for stuff, essentially.
I would say I'm looking for stuff.
Okay, if you're looking for just kind of like generally buying things, you probably want to go to the Chasm district. But the Blue Lake district will be kind of where the nobility are, essentially.
Okay, and where's the Queen's Teat?
The Witch's Teat is the Witch's Teat is down by the docks. Well, actually, no, the Witch's Teat is in Chasm district, on the very very edge of the Chasm district. Is the Witch's Teat, which was the place that you were recommended to go if you felt brave enough to go there. So, with that history check, I'm going to say that you know that essentially the Chasm district is where there used to be a when one of the like volcanoes erupted, there was a massive section carved out. This was kind of while you were in the Feywild, so kind of like 100 years ago ish, maybe a bit sort of nearer, like 80 years ago, and a massive chasm to the Underdark was torn open. Lots of the city was basically destroyed, and like a load of like evil beasts and things happened. A wall was sort of like built around the sort of the chasm, and then with a lot of effort they basically sealed it shut with a lot of magic. So the chasm district.
Is that at the bottom of the map?
So the chasm district. Let me just find my.
I think that's fucking sick backstory to it.
So the chasm district would be not the ones on the bottom left. It's sort of top right.
Okay.
That bit is where there's chasms. The chasm district, sorry. So basically that whole like section of the top half of the city was pretty much wiped out. So the top left bit is the Blue Lake district, obviously with the Blue Lake. In the bottom left is where the equivalent of like the university is essentially. And then there's the sort of like docklands are kind of quite close to the castle. And then sort of the castle was empty for a very, very long time. So it's quite like, that's kind of the closest thing to like quite a dodgy sort of district is basically all the areas near docks. And then to the sort of like bottom right is essentially like the kind of closest thing to like a trade district that you would find. I think that's about right in this. Oh, actually no. The bottom right would be the chasm district because it's been leveled.
Okay.
The top right one is the tower district. Sorry, that's where a lot of the temples and stuff are.
There's no wall over with the chasm.
So there's no wall there anymore because it was taken down.
Right.
But that.
And I see some broken walls on the side.
Yeah.
There of the
So that like basically you see this like big section where all of the like traders are set up. That used to be the big wall that surrounded this section, and this whole place was pretty much wiped out, which is why there's not that many like buildings compared to the rest of the city. So this place is quite open. There are like a fair amount of buildings here, but a lot of it are like temporary, kind of very recently built, a bit shabbier, and definitely like there's nothing here that's older than like 60 years, essentially, because everything that was older pretty much was destroyed. So
while I was in the Feywild.
So that all happened while you were in the Feywild because you kind of missed the whole of the spell plague happening, and that was one of the things that happened during the spell plague. So you know about it because you've come to Neverwinter since. You would also know that your uncle, obviously you've heard of. It was up to you whether you would have met him before. He's been part of the Blue Lake district with the nobility. So when he left the sort of like family home in Waterdeep, he set up a branch family in the Blue Lake district.
Okay.
Which is where all the nobility live. But this chasm district is kind of like because it was completely fucking cleared out for a very long time. Essentially, the land was like free for people to claim, and it's like cheap for people to essentially build up there. So that's one of the one. The only other district that you'd know of would be Neverdeath, which is the graveyard essentially.
Okay, I was like, "Where's that name?" Graveyard. That makes.
Neverdeath is the graveyard, but you don't really need to know too much about that. But you're kind of
I now want to go there.
Yeah, of course you do. But you're kind of in the chasm district at the moment. The chasm district is where probably like public safety is really low in the chasm district and in the docks. It's not as bad probably in the chasm district, or it's not as obviously bad because it's got like it's where the entrance to the city is. So there's a little bit more guards and things, but it's a bit more of a free for all. Like there's a lot of like pickpocketing and stuff goes on in this particular place, and that's where the Witch's Teat is. And it's probably also the best bet if you would want to find kind of like shops, like just everyday like stuff. The Chasm District, because it's like a place people go, would be a good place to sort of like hunt stuff down like that. Like if you just wanted to get like clothes and things, unless you wanted to get like very fine clothes, in which case you need to go to the Blue Lake.
Right. Okay. I wasn't really clothes. I was more for storyline than anything. I go buy him some decent clothes.
Nice. Okay, so it would be roll just a quick like investigation or perception first to just see if you can find a good place. And whether you're going to get
investigation.
You want 17? The +9 to roll the investigation.
Well, he got 17.
I mean, no, we don't want to metagame.
Within like finding it quickly with a 17, you remember like obviously you passed through the chasm before when you were here. You're like, fuck, I remember a place. Come on with me, and you head down to Swift Heart Sundries, which is a shop that kind of it does what it says on the tin. They kind of sell like a bit of everything. The closest kind of like it's essentially like a bit of a general goods store. Is probably the best way to kind of put it. So Swift Heart Sundries, you wander in. You are met by like an older female tabaxi, so like a kind of cat person essentially. Is currently standing, wearing like a kind of like striped apron, like working stuff. Obviously like no shoes or anything, just kind of cat feet poking out. Currently she's just kind of like sweeping the floor as you enter.
How do you do, ma'am? We are looking to get some clothes for my two gentlemen friends here, and any studded armor if you have it, and some rations actually. I've been running low on those.
Okay.
Do I need to eat? Yeah, that's a good shout. Do I need food?
I don't know if you do need food.
I should need food. No, I don't need to eat, drink, or breathe.
So, as you kind of like enter the route, like this is, like I said, this is like definitely been built fairly like last 10 years, like maximum. This place has been built up. She, as you enter, she greets you. Fuck, who knows what the voice is going to be? I don't know until I know it.
What is your name, ma'am?
That's the good part. You're never going to know until you just do a voice.
I am Swiftheart. It's David Attenborough, Swiftheart. Female tabaxi. Sounds like David Attenborough. I am Swiftheart.
Swiftheart. Do you get that name because you make other men's hearts go swiftly?
Are you flirting with the tabaxi?
Roll a persuasion check.
I have a plan. That's a 24.
Perhaps if you wished to become my friend. Yes.
I love having...
She starts purring. She's a little bit aroused.
So, would we be able to get some of those clothes?
Yes. So, just to kind of like speed through this a little bit.
Yeah.
What kind of things are you looking for? So this is kind of like, this is basically like she has essentially like a general store's worth of stuff. So if you're kind of not specifically looking for anything, you can buy clothes, obviously. If you just want like things like rations and stuff, she can do rations. If there's anything else sort of in particular, I will say, because you rolled like very because you were so persuasive, she's going to charge you slightly. Basically, she's going to charge you what it would be normally rather than Neverwinter prices. So you're getting like what it should be rather than it would be about a third again more expensive because you're in a city. But she'll charge you normal prices because she's purring a lot.
I know, like that's how it's done. Please stop that. Yeah, that's it, man. I just want to get him. There's reason to this as well. I want to get him some armor, some clothes, and some rations.
So she won't sell armor, but you could buy like any sort of supplies here. So how many like rations are you getting? So rations is 5 silver pieces for a day's worth of rations.
I'll just get 2.
So remember as well, like you probably need, like I imagine it might be worth just like getting down pebbles as well, because Pebble and Dharma are going to need rations as they travel.
Yes, I'm gonna have to pay for that shit as well.
Lassie had tons of rations. You definitely took them, I remember.
I didn't put them in mine.
I think Pebble might have.
Kanye doesn't know this.
So it was 5 for 1. Let's just say 10. Alright, so I'm gonna get 50 silver pieces.
So that's just 5 gold pieces for the rations. If you just want like normal clothes, is like 5 silver pieces. If you want him to get something, she does have some like slightly finer clothes and like a slightly nicer coat, like cloak for him. That would be, so normal clothes would be 8 silver pieces, and a nice cloak, because they are obviously quite expensive, would be 2 gold pieces.
I get him the cloak.
But if you want him to get like some slightly better clothes, like a slightly smarter looking clothes, it will be 2 gold pieces for the clothes and 2 gold pieces for the cloak. So it's
that's
4
cool.
in total.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. And then can I ask her where we can get some armor?
Yes. She points you in. We're just going to kind of do this as less roleplay. She will tell you to go to. Do you want armor or weapons?
Armor.
Then you'd want to go to Branner at Branner's Dependable Defenses.
Beautiful. That's what you are.
He is also in the Chasm District, so very, very close by.
Alright, well, we got it.
As you're leaving, you just get like a little piece of parchment with an address on it.
Like a date and a time as well.
You head out probably about like you've been told where to go. Probably about like 10 minutes, 15 minutes walk away. You find a very like sturdily built. Again, like all of the places here are built like recently. Very, very sturdily built. Slightly lower than usual doorway. And sort of like thick sort of pillars, and this obviously has like a forge built out the back. As you enter, you see that there is a very, very bored male dwarf, basically sort of like slumped on the counter. He will sell you any armor or anything that you want.
Good day there, handsome.
Aye.
What's a strong man like you doing in a town like this?
Oh, you're finally becoming a true bard and just like flirt
And
with
I just
every
kinda look
single.
at you like,
Oh, it's bar time, baby.
I.
it's hot in here, isn't it?
Could be just you.
It's like
Is that the animal? It's like,
at this point, you don't even need to roll.
Yeah, I won't even make you roll. He's slightly attracted. He will sell you what you need. So basically, he is like he's very like fine. You see he gets a bit twitchy when you get like near to his stuff, basically. Whether he's kind of worried about thieves or whatever, you're not sure, but he's a bit like you're getting very close to something.
can we see his like full list?
You can absolutely see his full list.
Yeah, we just
I've got it here if you want, Wolf.
Is it all
in general? I can post it in general.
I will post it in general because he won't have the exact same list as the one I've given you before.
No, I know. There it is.
There it is in general.
awesome?
Yeah. There you go. It took forever to download, but there you go.
So those are the things you can buy here.
Cool. I mean, yeah. This doesn't do anything specific for me. I just buy some studded armor for leather armor for. You only can do light, right?
Yeah, only like. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm a rogue.
Some studded leather armor, please.
45 gold pieces. That'd be yours.
I hand it over to Nil. I'm like, don't you look so handsome, guys? I have to run to the bathroom.
Yeah,
That's
go
alright.
for it.
All right, and just kind of boot his nose if he has a nose. Do you have a nose?
I mean, I don't need to breathe, so no.
I mean, so is it just kind of like you look like Lord Voldemort, kind of?
It's just like a blank face. Let me get. I've got a picture of my.
I would
character.
love to know. Like, I'm really struggling to visualize what.
I'll go
I
to the
have a
toilet as
picture of my
well.
character.
With
It's
this,
on-
I'm
my
going to the
picture's
toilet
on-
at the same time.
I'm sorry about what I'm about to do to you, by the way.
No, that's okay. I'm fully expecting it. I need to go to the toilet as well. But my character has a picture on my D&D Beyond
where?
profile.
Oh,
On my D&D
awesome.
Beyond profile. I just need to go to the toilet. I'll be back in a sec.
Aw. Oh
Right.
shit, that raises AC up really high.
Yeah, should be quite a good.
Why does he always have such good AC?
Because he's got really high dex. And AC,
Oh, that makes it better.
AC is basically your dex plus like armor bonuses.
Yeah, I think going forward, I'm gonna need to start doing more deck stuff because I'm pretty much maxed out with the fucking charisma stat.
Oh well, you got to get it to 20 first.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like, and it might not even be a bad idea to like not take a feat at like your next like I think it's like level 8 or something. Like instead of taking a feat, just take like the flat bonus to charisma and then just max it at 20.
The feats are so
Yeah, they are pretty good.
really just such a
Ooh. Sorry, bud, I lost you there for a moment.
you know, they have like a lot more versatility. I was like a death. Well,
It's more fun, I think, feats.
got some. Yeah, for sure, I agree. Neil, you got some really good stats, dude.
He always has good stats. One day I'm gonna roll for your stats. You'll get no point. You'll get no chance. I'm gonna roll them and I'm gonna roll them shit. You're muted, bud.
You're muted, man.
You watched me roll these stats.
Yeah, I know. You still roll too well. You need to
That's,
roll some cursed stats or something for a little while. See, now this is my background music. It's just like meaningless noise.
Yeah.
By the way,
Do we spend like
in roll an insight check if anybody wants to on Branner, the dwarf, and forgive my appalling attempt at something I don't even know if it's just vaguely Celtic.
yeah, it's okay. I forgive you. Also, Neil wouldn't do an insight check. Neil's got no reason to. So that's on you, my guy.
I don't know if I would, but I can.
You don't have to if you don't want to. If you're like,
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
I don't think I would.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I don't think Neil would either.
So, you.
Pebble might if he was here, but
Cal said he is on
No,
his
I don't
way.
think Pebble
But
would.
so you've purchased what you need from Branner. As you're leaving, it looks like he kind of wanted to ask you something, but you're like, fuck this. And you bounce. So you're currently in like the Chasm District. So you're kind of around sort of like here. Is getting busy. There's quite a few like people just sort of like drinking and whatever. Could I have both of you roll just like a flat d20, please?
I can do that. That's a 2.
Wow. Okay. Let me just check something.
Roll
Okay.
initiative.
Neil.
With a 5.
As you are getting out of, as you step outside of this sort of shop, you see with your passive perception that there is sort of what looks to be a kind of like a tavern, like a little further away. And near you there is a sort of like a building with loads of like copper pipes leading into it. You guys don't notice, so I want you to make a dex check, please.
Does that just roll? Ooh.
Oh, baby. You guys rolled like absolute garbage.
Suddenly, you both hear like a rumbling as the building next to you just completely fucking explodes, and a like flood of what you smell as ale basically rushes towards you, and you both take 9 damage as this like brewery just fucking explodes, and you
Would that
are.
not be a safe?
Oh yeah, it would have been a save. Sorry. Oh no, it wasn't a save. That was a check. I didn't want that to be a check.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, because my save is a lot better than my check.
Yeah, no, it was a check. You only needed to beat an 8. You just rolled like garbage.
Oh, yeah, I would have beaten 8 with that roll.
Yeah, but you
being a 2.
You rolled like a garbage. It was a dex check. I wanted it to be a dex check. So you guys take 9 damage as you are just like hit by bits of shrapnel as this building just fucking explodes. Roll a quick perception check.
Both or just one?
Either both or one with advantage.
I shouldn't be doing it at advantage. You roll, mate.
11. I mean, we both rolled, so we don't get advantage.
I will say an 11 is enough to see that there is a
-1.
The like wall of ale is basically heading towards like a young child, and not far away from them is like a manhole cover, essentially. Like basically, this is kind of like heading towards a kid, and it would push him towards the sewers, essentially.
I look up into the skies and say, "Oh, Dice God, you remember how Pablo killed him?" And then I cast Levitate on the kid.
Okay. Nice.
You thought I was gonna let the kid die, didn't you?
Damn. Okay, so what's the range on Levitate? Just double check.
Let me read that.
Because he's 60 feet away from you at the moment. I think that you would be in range, but I don't know if you need to touch. Is the only problem.
No, it's not touch. It's up to 20 feet.
So if you like took your movement, you would be within range. I think just
Dash.
about.
Cool.
Yeah. You Neil see Kanye, who is normally quite chilled, just like sprint over and just. What do you do, man? What do you play the bagpipes? How do you cast?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just wait. Oh man, I should have had this laid out.
Performance check.
Yeah.
Roll a performance check. Above a 15, good things happen.
Neil just kind of puts away the mage hand silently, just making sure no one notices.
I don't know why I put this song specifically. It was like the first one.
Stop whatever music it is at the moment, and then play your music.
Oh, right. Do I just have sea shanties still playing?
Yeah. No, I put something on in the background as just like background noise. I'm so glad I made you the DJ.
And I'm gonna roll performance right now. 17.
We're gonna turn Hydra up a little bit for this one.
Yeah. So as as the beautiful sound of Gold Digger being played on a fucking bagpipes just resounds across the city, you watch the music turn like physical for a moment and just like pick up this boy, and he's just like floating, bopping to the music in midair, as the flood washes past where he would be, and he drops safely to the ground. To like absolutely like everybody around you is like, yeah, whoa, ooh, yeah, like full round of
He's
applause.
just so picks up the boy, gives him a kiss, holds him up in the air.
You make 17 silver pieces as people just like throw money at you in thanks and impressment of your music. You gain 17 silver pieces worth of copper and all sorts. Well done. Cool. Yeah.
I scream, who's responsible for this? There's children about. If the great queen of Southwest. No, I don't say that. He wouldn't.
Yeah.
You said it now.
You see. You also see like there's like a couple of like city guards are beginning to kind of like appear and kind of find out what the fuck went on here, basically. Yeah, nice.
Neil, is this our battle? Is this something we investigate?
Who are you, by the way? I've just been like with you for a while.
This strange man is just taking you around the town and bought you shit, and I just kind of sigh. I'm like, just let's figure out what the fuck this was, I guess.
But like, who are you though?
Nice.
You know my name, by the way.
Could it be like one of the beards I pull down? And I'm like,
Yeah.
You just like lift off this like moustache and beard, just for like, yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Wait, do you want to not be seen here?
Yes.
Okay,
On the download, easy.
Let's go.
Everybody is focusing a lot on like. Actually, if you're trying to like sneak away from this, I would need a stealth check from both of you, because you did just play the bagpipes and save this child in a pretty.
That's very reasonable.
Pretty spectacular fashion.
13.
I don't know how your stealth is higher than a rogue right now. It hurts me every time.
I will say that there is like you are going, but there is still like people have definitely noticed you going, but everyone's kind of a bit like shocked and dealing with their own stuff at the moment. Like there's a little old lady who's got like a cart that's just like toppled over and is like smashed to pieces and shit, and she's kind of like crying over that. Like people are kind of like consoling her. There's a whole lot going on, but you do see that there is like currently a little boy who's still going, they give me money, and just dancing.
What is the boy's name?
What's the boy's name?
Of course you ask the name, because why would you not ask a name that you're never going to use the name? He's called fucking he's called Philip.
Jimmy.
He's called Philip.
1 sec, I'm just gonna get my notebook out, Wolf.
That's brilliant.
He says she gives me money. My name's Philip and she gives me money when I'm in need.
Good lad.
Philip is going to be the new store manager for Yeezys and Neverwinter,
Mate,
by the way.
Philip is obviously going to be the grand villain. Like, there's no way. So, that was just like a little, things happened. You still have whatever you need to do. So, where are you guys going next? Essentially.
What am I doing?
So the witch's teat is actually not far away from this.
Yeah, I head in that direction. We want to put up the hippogriffs in a safe place.
They've just been following us the whole time.
I'm like, go put on some of those clothes, Neil.
Okay,
cool.
so
that'll take me 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. That is why I'm.
Yeah, cool.
Go try on your outfit, man.
Cool. Here. Here.
So, coming towards this place, this is a fucking dive bar essentially. Like Kanye knows what dive bars look like. This is a dive bar. Like this is.
Oh, God.
Do you want to believe your hippogriffs here? Will they still be there in the morning?
Is that something they would naturally think?
I think Kanye would know enough about.
He would be aware.
Kanye would know enough about taverns to know that probably this is like a fun place to drink. Whether it's a good place to store valuables,
Right. No,
probably
that's
not.
fair. Can I just to move the wrong? Can I find a place to put these?
Yeah,
things away?
you would know obvious. Like I said, you would know that the really sort of like the big place to sort of like head to would be so in Neverwinter you've got like obviously there's like the Blue Lake district, but there's also
You mentioned the Lake District there.
there is also like something called like the Earth Moats, and they're like small floating islands that are kind of like hovering around. Basically, a lot of the like wild magic has caused some fucked up geography, and there's like these small floating islands called the floating Earth Moats. They
I'm
were.
thinking like a character. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
I was just gonna say they weren't there before. Like when you knew obviously of your uncle and stuff before, you didn't know about like there was never any talk of this. This is something that's happened since you've been in the Feywild. There are these like floating islands essentially, and they are kind of like tethered to the ground in Neverwinter. That's probably the place like to head if you want nice shit.
Right. I mean, I think Kanye would go to a nice place. He would store his stuff. He would stay at a nice place, maybe like District. I don't know how crazy expensive those places are, but if they are within Kanye's like price range, maybe he'd be there because he is spoiled. You know, he likes nice shit.
I think you've got enough money that you could stay in, like, you know, like if you think of just to kind of give you a bit of a like understanding of how much money you have, because you do have quite a lot of money. So, like
He also has more.
yeah,
That's a lot of money.
so basically, the stay in a very like an inn that you would have basically been in as a kid would have been like 5 to 10 gold a night. For like and so, for we're talking maybe like, you know, we're talking like you could pay like 5 gold for like a bottle of wine, but like obviously from your point of view, you've got plenty of money to stay like a night in a nice place.
We'd be on like the islands, like
Yeah.
the nice fucking places.
Yeah.
That's where we'd be.
Okay, so
I also would just be paying for myself. Well, I guess, and the robot.
yeah,
And
so I will
Pebble
say
would pay for his fucking
Pebble
self, though,
Pebble
man.
will play for himself. I will say so you you can obviously you've got the hippogriff, so you can literally fly up towards these floating islands.
Cities with that.
The kind of people who've got flying mounts are probably not the kind of people to fuck with. In Waterdeep, you would get fucked if you tried this.
That's what, right? Okay,
But
yeah, they would.
in Neverwinter, it's not quite as developed, and also Waterdeep has like a flying cavalry essentially. Like their police force is the Griffin Knights, so they are like a flying cavalry, whereas Neverwinter is a bit more, not quite the same. So you would know that probably as you kind of like head over, you see there's a large inn on one of these floating islands that's like connected to basically connected to the kind of place that the Lord of Neverwinter stays in. So this is like a very high class inn, probably the most high class inn that you could have in Neverwinter. As you approach, you see a signboard above it says the Moonstone Mask. You would know of this place, Kanye. I'm almost certain. I'm going to say, based on Kanye's personality, this is basically like the tavern for nobility, and it's famous as a place. So even people from Waterdeep will sometimes travel to Neverwinter to visit the Moonstone Mask.
Specifically. Okay.
Yeah, because it's a place for like it's a place to discuss like business and things like that as well. But this is like a tavern absolutely for the nobility. So it's named after the staff members all wear like basically like sort of like half masks over their face. They are very sort of like vaguely enchanted with glowing moonstones.
This is definitely where Kanye would have gone.
So these are all. This is kind of like a, not quite a brothel, but it's a place where you will like hire like female companions essentially to discuss things with. So this is more of a like a very the equivalent of like a place where people sell their skills, not their body, if you know what I mean. Like you could try and persuade the people here to sleep with you, but they won't do it for money. But you might pay for them to sort of like hang out with you, essentially. So all of the staff members, as you enter, you see a couple of the like waitresses. It's only women here, as sort of like staff members. You see that they are all wearing like very sheer sort of black dresses, and they're all wearing like the exact same amulet and the same like black sort of like half mask that sort of covers the eyes and the nose. The whole of this place is like very purposefully dimly lit. So it's fine if you've got dark vision. So you would obviously not be having a problem here, but you could imagine if you were a human, it would be quite difficult to see inside the tavern. So Pebble would struggle to see in here.
Neil doesn't have dark vision either.
Nice.
Surely just put like flashlights there.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I see, Captain? Ironically, he wears glasses.
I love that.
So, basically, it's a big, large sort of like ground floor, very like comfortable lounge here. This is like just a large, well-appointed inn, essentially. Where is it? Yeah, that is what I wanted. So you're currently in the Moonstone Mask. So it's just the little two-story place. This isn't like so much a place that there's not a lot of rooms here because not a lot of people sleep in this place. This is more a place people come to like drink and eat in. But there are options. You can see that there's like big sort of like lovely sofas. There's this like beautiful bit sort of like outside. Hey, just in time. We've just arrived at the tavern.
Okay, Neil, it looks like you just dodged a bullet there.
Yeah. I
might be pretty good at it.
So as you guys enter into this place, you're kind of so I don't know if you're on Sunday night is gaming night. So you kind of enter into this like front door. There's like a small basically there's one of those little like, you know, when there's like those little things that are basically like a wait here to be seated. And you see one of the employees kind of like wander up to you, and as I said, well dressed, kind of offer to see you to a table, and whatever you want.
Okay. Just for Callum's sake, do you want us to recap just quickly what's going on?
Yeah, that's fine. And I will also. I'm just going to quickly paste you in the price list.
Yeah. So we just got to Neverwinter. We've stored essentially shopped for nil. I have plans of putting one of you guys into a fighting pit. That is kind of something I want to do now. I was going to think building up nil there, and then now we're in a really, and I now have some plans as well. Oh, and there's a big festival going on in Neverwinter tomorrow, so people are like ready to party. Yeah, that's it. I flirted with a bunch of shopkeepers.
Flirted with every shopkeeper, full bar.
Every single shopkeeper. Yeah.
If it's an option,
yeah.
I'm gonna put that option. So yeah, is the guy coming up to? I just get us a round of drinks in general.
Okay, so if you just want to have dinner here, it's a platinum piece each for dinner. If you want female company, it's 5 platinum pieces on top of that. If you just want drinks, there's a drinks list essentially there. A platinum piece is 10 gold pieces.
Got it. So I do want dinner and drinks. I do want a female company. There is reason for this. It's not going to get steezy. Mm-hmm. And I guess a place for the hippogriffs.
Okay, so the hippogriffs. Let me just double check how much that would be.
And probably a drink as well. Hey, what's up, bud?
Would it be still 2 platinum pieces because it's stabling as well? Rooms include meal and stabling.
Yeah, but it's because it's hippogriffs.
Hippogriffs is not. Yeah, they're not really horses, I guess.
I will say that it's 2 platinum pieces for a room, for an extra 5 gold pieces for each hippogriff. So I think you have 3 or 2, because I guess Dharma would have 1, and you had 3 originally, unless you haven't left 1 for Dharma. But I assume it would be basically an extra platinum piece for stabling, and then the 2 platinum pieces if you want to get a room. And that's kind of half the stabling cost as well, essentially.
Can you tell me what that is in gold?
So basically, per room, it's 20 gold, and an extra 10 gold to stable the hippogriffs.
Yeah, and then female company?
Female company is 50 gold.
30. Okay, so I'm going to give you 80 gold.
Okay. And it would be 10 gold to get dinner for each of you.
I'm not buying your guys dinner.
You can buy yourself dinner.
I'll buy the robot. I'll buy the robot dinner.
What? That's pretty kind, but I don't need to eat.
So you would be 90 gold if you're not buying the robot dinner from you, Kanye, but that doesn't include drinks. And you can tell me what drinks you want from the list. There's a list of basically what you want.
Okay.
Probably you'd want the wines are generally the gold pieces ones. The EverQuest is the most expensive, most difficult to buy wine. Even in Waterdeep, it's fucking difficult to buy. It's super. It's basically made by elves, and they don't fucking sell a lot of it, so it's not cheap. I remember you can, if you click on the little thing I sent you of the Moonstone Mask, it will expand it, obviously.
Yeah. I'm looking at it now. Octopus broth, love that. I think I'm gonna go with a fire wine, just because my coffers have just gotten a lot lighter.
Yeah. So a fire wine is the equivalent of fire wine is basically whiskey. So a bottle of fire wine is basically like getting a bottle of whiskey.
Right, then just fine wine.
Fine wine. Okay. So that's 6 gold pieces. Cool. Pebble. First of all, welcome, my guy. How are you? Second of all, I'm guessing if you want to room, it's also going to be 20 gold pieces. If you want to pay half of the stabling cost, Kanye can take back his 5 gold and you can pay 5 gold. And then it's 10 gold to eat. Kanye's already bought you some rations, I think.
Yeah. And I got Neil a bunch of clothes. And I think I got you clothes as well. Like, I got you nice fine clothes.
So you got slightly nicer threads. Probably not like the really nice ones, but like good sort of like hardy traveling clothes for Pebble. So he's not looking quite as fucking degenerate as he normally does. But if you want alcohol, Pebble, and if you want food, Kanye is not buying you that. But
officially no longer your sugar daddy, all right?
but if you go into general, you can click on the Moonstone Mask, and that's where you're at. So you can decide on what you want for dinner, and you can decide on what you want for drinks. As soon as you're sat down, you get like a very, it's a very, very like quiet service of, you know, they are very good at recognizing Kanye that you want to order. So just kind of like very, very silently wander up next to you and hello there, and what would you be asking for?
Alright. I explained it. We would like a room. I would like a room. Fine wine. One of the ladies in the mass, and hippogriffs.
Okay.
And food.
So
Everything
I
I
think
just fucking bought.
so basically, yeah. So I think you paid something like 96 gold or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not cheap in a nice inn.
I feel like there's a lot of value going to be made out of this.
I will say, roll a quick history check for me, Kanye. You're the only one who's been here before, so you're the only one who can make it.
11.
Somebody can give you advantage, but you're the only one who can roll the check, if you know what I mean.
Advantage.
11.
Okay, so
I take it back.
an 11 is enough to know that this is where...
What about my recapping the inspiration? Does that do
Oh,
anything?
fuck it. I will say, be generous and say roll a d12 and add that to the 11.
Jesus. Yeah.
Because I'm being generous.
Six. So 17.
Okay, a 17 is enough to know that not only is this a place where the nobility tend to go, it is not unusual for the city lord of Neverwinter to drink at the Moonstone Mask. So Dagult Neverember has been known to come here quite often. And you would know that, like I said, obviously people from Waterdeep travel to this place to basically do business. This is like a big hub of very important people come to this place on a very regular basis for lots of different reasons. But the reason it's so expensive is because like the lord of the city comes here quite often. And even when he comes here, he's fairly like low profile.
Immediately grab Pebble and I'm like, you don't steal. You do not fuck shit up.
What's stealing?
Cal, we can't hear you, man. Cal, I can't hear you. Stealing Neil is when you take something.
I can see you, your gorgeous
we
face.
can
see you.
I just can't hear you.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's taking something that is not yours.
Oh, but you do that all the time, and you give them like little shiny things in exchange. Can you not just do that?
I will say actually,
Thank you.
you can take back 10 gold, Tay, because the meal is included in the cost
Okay.
of the stay.
Try leaving the chat and coming back. See if that.
Oh no,
works out.
I think I can hear Cal now.
Yeah, we're good. We've got it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, still.
Allah.
Yeah.
How are you? You okay?
Hmm?
You good?
Yeah, all good, all good. Sorry about that. Logistical nightmare this weekend, really.
Ah, don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry.
Fucking mess, but all good, all good. Tired. I've got football ahead of me tonight. So I didn't nap.
Shit, fair enough. Good luck.
I had such a chill weekend. Oh, well, I told Wolf this, but actually, I got Monday. I hit up a booty call. I was like, "Can you please come over? I'm not feeling good."
Oh, you motherfucker. Fair enough. I think me and Wolf just played No Man's Sky when I got home, didn't we?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I played it before. It's good. I enjoy it.
Oh,
Like, a lot's changed. I can't do the cobalt farm anymore.
Right.
Need your emerald of it. What? Cadmium drive.
So, Cal, are you as Pebble? Is Pebble what's Pebble buying basically?
Room and a board.
Yeah.
20.
So room is 20
real.
gold. Are you buying any drinks?
Yeah, I mean, how many drinks am I allowed to buy?
There's no limit.
Well, we're just going to be drinking tankers. Pebble doesn't have expensive taste yet.
Are you drinking cider or are you drinking ale?
Ale.
Ale. How much are we thinking?
What are the rules for drinking in D&D 5e?
There aren't rules, but I'm making it up as I go along. I do have. They do sell here. They do sell Terran brandy here, which is extremely powerful. Other than that, it's just its DCs of drinking is basically dependent on how long you're drinking for. Sorry, I think I'm. For fuck's sake. Ping. Fuck ping. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
That's going to be fun.
My ping suddenly went to like fucking the stratosphere for a moment.
Yeah.
That's going to drink lots of ale.
So if you drink enough of it, it's like scaling DC's Constitution checks, but it's basically based on how long you're drinking. So if you're planning to drink all evening, just roll me 4 Constitution saving throws.
Do it.
Oh fuck! I want to put you in the fighting pits.
Also, you need to roll me 1, Kanye, because you're actually roll me 2, but with advantage.
You also get like Pebble's
18.
content.
Okay,
It'd be fucking easy
so
for him,
my
right?
lowest was 13. My highest was 26.
Apart from the 13, he didn't get below a 20.
So 13 was my lowest. My highest.
Basically, you need it to beat like 5, 10, 15, and 20. So your lowest one cleared a 5, and then all the other ones absolutely beat a 20.
And
So yeah.
13 was my first, and everything else. My last one was 20. So
Yeah.
my last one would have been on the.
You both drink like Neil. Obviously, you're not really like getting involved in this, so you've got no idea. But Pebble and Kanye, like the people, like let me just see.
I think it's
Okay. The people around you aren't particularly looking, but you do see one of the tables, like nearby, just staring at you guys because they're so impressed about how much you're drinking. Like the entire night, you'll just see them like, "Is he drinking more? Is he drinking more?" For sort of money wise, I guess I'm gonna say Pebble, you drink like fully. It would be about. It would be 5 silvers worth, so essentially like 12 tankards of ale throughout the evening. So that would be 5 silvers. Is how much you drink over the course of an evening. And obviously, Kanye, you've already spent yours.
Dude, I just realized I should be rolling persuasions with Stu.
Yeah, you should be rolling
okay.
persuasions with an advantage.
How much do I take out? Sorry.
Sorry, what was that, Tay?
How much did you want me to pay for a drink?
Oh, you said it was like 6 gold, wasn't it, for a bottle of wine?
Yeah, but for a bottle of wine, okay. Yeah.
And you pack that away easily. You're not bothered.
I want to have a conversation with this lady in the mask.
So obviously, as your meal arrives, and as many drinks arrive for Pebble, and a bottle of wine is placed in front of you, Kanye, one of the masked ladies comes and kind of settles herself upon your table, pours herself a glass of the wine, and is your company for the evening. Hello there.
Hi, what is your name? Lovely lady.
You always ask names. My name is Alondra.
Beautiful name.
Why, thank you. And
so,
your name?
Smon May. Of houses.
Does no hear this?
Can you just roll? You're pretending to be someone else, so roll me a deception with advantage.
Does Nil hear this, by the way?
Yeah, Neil hears this.
I'm not being to be honest.
That's not your name.
So that's a 25 technically. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Roll again. You get an advantage because you're pretending to be someone else.
That'd be a 20. That'd just be a 20. What am I talking about? And that is a 27.
Even with Neil saying that's not your name, she's like, of House East. I see. And I am your company for the evening.
So what is it that you do here? What is your role?
My role is to provide stimulating conversation and a partner should the need arise and should the mood be right.
Me already Kanye partner business.
Yes, you are, Pebble. What? Yes, you are. No, we it's Schmonway, remember?
Oh yeah.
So, but perhaps you could tell us a little bit more about Neverwinter, and perhaps anything you've noticed strange going on around the city.
So what do you want to know, basically?
I wanna know if there's weird stuff going on in the city, and if she's seen the head come in recently, and if she knows.
So she obviously being paid as much as she's being paid, she's pretty forthcoming with everything that you would want to know. So she would say to you, there's not too many strange things recently. However, there's the pirate skyhold. There's the usual raucous issues at the docks and in the chasm. There are strange movements. Not here, though. We heard that a artifact had been taken from Helm's Hold, and there are rumors of strife on the streets of Waterdeep and problems beneath the Yawning Portal.
The Yawning Portal. Is that something I would know?
You would know, yeah. The Yawning Portal is a tavern in Waterdeep. There is also the entrance to Undermountain, which is a massive, basically massive dungeon. Like, dungeon in the sense of like a video game dungeon beneath Waterdeep. Undermountain is a powerful dungeon underneath Waterdeep. Like, we're talking lots of people go to explore it every year. The Tavern Keeper of the Yawning Portal is probably one of the few that's returned.
Okay.
What would you say the level cap is? Does it have a required, like... Do you know when it says you have to be a certain level? Because it's a dungeon, right? It's going to have that.
I will say, roll a... not even rolling it. You know that this place is probably beyond you now. For now, it would be beyond you.
Yeah.
If you got a bit stronger, maybe you could take it on, but for now, it would be probably beyond your kind of capabilities.
If I brought the owlbears and the goblins.
Even then.
Yeah. No, that's just better at this point.
I have not seen Lord Dagult for perhaps a 10-day. I believe he is worried about what is happening in Helmshold and also in Candlekeep. There are problems across Faerun at the moment. If you were to ask what has been happening here, it's difficult to say, of course. I believe that there are some problems with Castle Never in the catacombs beneath. There is problems with the gargoyles in the catacombs and the tombs. They have only begun to surface since Lord Dagult began to restore the Castle Neverember. Castle Never has been a place of power for some time.
Can Neil interrupt at this point and be like, oh, have you heard anything about House West?
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, wait. Actually, a good question. That's actually a good question.
Yeah, motherfucker, back down.
Yeah, no, I just thought you're just trying to blow up my spot again. I was like, actually, it's like, good for me.
If you are discussing House West, then I believe you would be talking about Master Williams. That would
That's
be
right.
Portwood Williams.
Yeah, I heard there was an issue with his children, I believe. I look at Kanye and be like, but was that true? And brings Kanye back into the conversation.
Yeah, we believe we've heard some troubling stories about his children, but he's moved here recently.
No, Master Portwood has been here for perhaps about, I suppose it would be 100 years or so since he's moved here. He did have a wife and some children. Unfortunately, they passed away in rather unusual circumstances. There is some understanding that perhaps the Zentarim were involved. However, there is no proof that this is the case. Would you be wishing to discuss anything else? Business, perhaps?
Oh, yeah. Have you? Thanks for the prompt. Sorry, guys. I just.
Nudge.
Yeah. Have you heard of these Yeezys going around?
Ah, yes. She pulls up her dress and you see that she's wearing a pair of Yeezys.
Edition.
Great. Describe what the Yeezys look like, I think, is what I want from you.
Oh, you know, like those old school Michael Jordan, like 90s high top ones?
Okay, yeah. So you see a woman in like a like sheer black evening gown like a black mask with like studded like glowing moonstones all around the edge, also wearing high tops, just like yes, Yeezys have become something of a phenomenon recently. They're we don't quite know where they come from. There is much discussion. However, they have been transported here recently, and they have become a favourite of Lord Daggett. And so our proprietress, that would be Miss Lisette, has ordered some Yeezys for all the staff.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. They're a great shoe. Are you familiar with this Lord Daggard on like a one-to-one basis?
Unfortunately, I cannot give too much away, but I have had the pleasure of accompanying Lord Daggett before. He is a regular guest at the Moonstone Mask.
Would you be able to pass on a message?
Roll a persuasion check. With advantage, because you're pretending to be someone else.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, Wolf. So that is a 24. Yeah, or a 20.
I will say that she still seems a bit on the fence. Probably you'd need to like
offer her some money.
Yeah. You think that probably she would do this, but it would need a little bit of greasing of palms.
It would be a non-insulting amount of money to get.
Basically, the DC was 25, so you needed to get a 25 or higher to beat this. But
okay.
You would just but because you're just below, you know enough to think.
If I gave her like 50 gold.
You know that they work on commission, and probably if you were to buy some expensive wine, for example, 2 bottles of Everquist. So
yeah, I was just thinking that might as well, right?
So 40 gold would probably be enough to kind of put you in her good graces.
I look at Pebble and I say, time to get fucking wasted, man.
So do you order some extra? Yeah.
I'll buy 2 of those.
She says, for such a generous gentleman such as yourself, I'm sure I could pass on a small message. What would you like to say to Lord Neverwinter?
If you would like to meet who makes Yeezys, come find us in the Neverwinter. This income.
In here?
Look.
And is there a particular timeline in which this message would be best passed on?
The sooner the...
Roll a... so Nil and Kanye roll an Arcana check.
The name.
17.
Nat 20.
Oh, okay. That was the most chill Nat 20. Like, yeah, I'm just like on my phone. Nat 20. Yeah, whatever.
I'm writing notes.
Okay. So, Nil.
The one that does.
Nil, you see that she's wearing like an amulet around her neck. You see the amulet begin to glow faintly. You know that this is probably some sort of communication magic. She's contacting somebody right now who's probably quite high up.
Would I notice this with the 17 as well?
Probably not. It was a high DC to notice this. Probably you can kind of see the amulet glow, but you don't really understand why. You instantly know, Nil, this is some sort of communication magic. She's contacting somebody right now. This is your message is being very rapidly passed on to some very high up people.
Yeah, Neil just asked, "Oh, did you already send the message? That was really quick. You're quite efficient. You should buy her another bottle."
What
You
a funny little robot you have. Yes, I have contacted the proprietress of this inn, Miss Lizette, and she has sent a message to Sir Neverember. He will possibly meet with you tomorrow.
Yes, that was what I was thinking.
Should you stay in this inn for tomorrow, and if you were to remain here by lunchtime, Mr. Neverember could possibly see you.
Those amulets are really cool. Do you know where we can get some of those?
I'm afraid not. She heads off to go get you some bottles. So you paid 40 gold. But you have a meeting tomorrow with Lord Neverember.
Okay.
Not like it's not been like, oh, you definitely do, but you do. Right. So what are you guys doing, or are you sleeping after this?
No. I don't know what you guys want to do, but I thought
Fighting
let's get up. It's 5 now, and like let's just silliness.
Remember we took damage.
Yeah.
Only 9 though.
Yeah, only 9. He says to someone that
I
only has 38 hit points.
I talked to these guys. I'm like, I know I spent a shitload of money today, and I have a way that we are going to be able to make some of this money back.
Convince no.
Tay, could you roll me are you drinking these extra bottles that you bought?
Yes. Of course. I paid for them.
Can you and Cal both roll me con saves?
That's a 4.
You know the DC is 25 now, right?
It's not that high.
I mean, it was 20 last time, surely.
Yeah, mine's 18. It's not great.
Okay. You are both for the next hour under the poisoned condition.
Hey.
Kanye is under the poisoned condition for the next 3 hours. So, if you look up what poisoned means, and I will happily send it across to you if you don't know what it means already. Basically, it's not too much of an issue, but it does involve being at
on attack rolls and
disadvantage
ability
on attack rolls and ability checks. So,
Okay, yeah.
So Kanye has disadvantage for the next 3 hours. Pebble, it's just for the next hour.
Have we slept since this session happened?
No, but it's only like 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening now. Probably about 7 o'clock in the evening now.
Okay, so I've still got my points of exhaustion. Just checking.
You would still have your exhaustion, yeah.
On that note, it looks like me and Pebble are a little bit fucked up. So Neil, looks like you are going to be the test dummy.
Yeah.
Persuade no.
Neil, you know how I went around and bought you a lot of stuff today, and I gave you that really nice sword?
You gave me the sword, but you didn't buy me anything. That wasn't you. That was someone else. But you're not. Oh yeah. I remember now.
So there has to be some give and take here. Don't think I don't have your back. I will make sure you win.
Win what?
Money. And so we can buy more things.
What? Okay, but why do we need more things?
Well, perhaps you want a nicer piece of armor? I don't know, something for your cat?
My cat's ethereal, it doesn't do anything.
No, maybe get him a nice ethereal little bell.
You could just roll a persuasion check and be done with it, but this is way more fun.
I thought you actually wanted me to persuade you. I was like, oh, man, I'm giving you reasons here. And is it with advantage? No.
It's with disadvantage.
No, you know it's me.
Yeah, I know it's you. But this is an ability check, so you roll it with.
Is it
Yeah,
20?
I think so.
28, fucking hell. 28 is pretty
Disadvantage,
persuasive,
baby.
though. I'll be back in a
Yeah.
minute.
Pebble wants to go in the fighting pits as well.
That's a 20.
Yeah, no, good.
Mm.
You know that if we go to the fighting pits, Pebble will fight.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably want to wear off. Like, he only has an hour, right? By the
Yeah,
time-
but you've got exhaustion, have you, Cal?
2 points.
2 points of exhaustion. Oh
This is
shit.
what I mean. This is why I'm putting you in there.
I know, but the thing is that you go, he's gonna do it.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm betting on you.
Okay. No.
Oh, you guys are gonna fight? I'm gonna just bet for one fight. I want it to be against each other. I wouldn't bet.
Oh.
I wouldn't bet against each.
I've got
No,
disadvantage on ability checks, and I've got half speed, so I'm still fine on attack.
Yeah, you'll be fine on. Well, no, because because you're poisoned, you'll have disadvantage on attack rolls.
We'll see what the roll is. If you guys are fighting each, put a bet.
I don't think we'll fight each other.
If we wait an hour,
I'll send that to Wolf directly. So.
if
Yeah.
we wait an hour for everyone to sober up a little bit and then go.
Yeah, I'm happy with that, because that'll give me a short rest and I can heal some damage.
Yeah, can do that. Can do that.
Yeah.
You guys,
And then go.
you roll
Yeah.
1d6 with short rest with me.
Nice.
Sweet. Nice.
Wait, oh,
when I come back to see just like healing dice, I'm a bit like concerned.
So
so
we're gonna take a short rest at the pub before we go fighting pits.
yeah, you would have been here long enough to take a short rest.
Yeah, I also forgot.
We're taking a short rest to sober up and then go to fighting pits. And get rid
So
of the poison.
you will have sobered up at this point.
Right.
Pebble, Kanye's still a little bit pissed, so he's still going to get disadvantage on ability checks for the next like 2 hours or so. But you're sober. You're still exhausted, but sober. So I don't think you get disadvantage on attack rolls. So I think you're.
It's at the moment I'm disadvantaged on ability rolls.
Yeah.
A double disadvantage on ability rolls when I was poisoned. And my speed is halved. I've only got 20 movement speed.
Yeah. But you don't
So
have
that's-
any disadvantages on attack rolls or anything at the moment.
That's the next level of exhaustion.
Yeah. Which you're fine. So it's only if you rage and that's the next level.
Well, if I rage, then we're gonna have some trouble until I sleep.
Yeah. You're going to need to sleep.
What if you summon another unicorn? Guys.
It's a good point. I should probably do my quick roll.
Yeah. So Wolf, we want to go to the witch's teeth.
The Witch's Teat. You absolutely can go to the Witch's Teat if you would choose to do so. Let me just find one
Delete.
second, because I have some. Okay, cool. I just need to quickly find the who you're fighting essentially. So you head down to the Witch's Teat. The Witch's Teat is like I said, this is a very shady tavern essentially. This is not the place to fight most of the time. Right, let me just find this.
Your music play.
We're not.
There
doing
is
that.
no music playing at the moment.
Can I?
Yeah, absolutely. Put some on. So
Can I play Lassie the Racist Dwarf for everyone in the?
yeah, go for it.
Lassie the Racist Dwarf.
As you're playing Lassie the Racist Door. Nice. So you head over to the Witch's Teat. You borrow. There's like basically there's you can just kind of like slide down the chains, and there's like rope ladders and things to get you to ground level, and then you head across the city. So it probably takes about half an hour or so to head across the city. You head over to the Witch's Teat. The Witch's Teat is very much a, like I said to you guys, it's a fucking dive bar, okay? It's like a big 2-story wooden structure. It looks a bit like a log cabin. It's in the Chasm district. it looks very sort of like roughly cut. Two like stone hearths are running up the south wall, and there's 2 ground floor entrances. There's also like a weirdly like stained glass window in the sort of like second floor of what looks to be like a barbarian like tearing a wolf apart, and the inside of the bar is like loads of like pelts of animals, including like, you know, there's like bugbears, owlbears, ogres, whatever, just pelts here. Across the wall is what looks to be like maybe a dragon's head, and there's like thick wood sort of columns all around. Everything in here is pretty fucking like scuffed and cut up. And in the center, as you guys arrive, there's like a 15-foot hole in the floor, lined with black stone. I'm just going to quickly move you from the glories of the Moonstone Mask to the less salubrious, which is Teat. If you go on to Roll20, you'll see it should be dark at the moment, but I will expose it. This should be... why is it not revealing the area? Right. You should be able to see the witch's teat. So you guys head through the front door. There's a bar at the entrance to the, like, as you guys come in, there is like a very grizzled like human fella behind the bar, like currently like smearing dirt around a glass, like not even like clean glass, and next to him is what appears to be, because you can kind of see like the edges of like pointier ears peeking out, but wearing like a turban is like a half elf. Next to him, who's wearing kind of like chef's kind of like apron, like very greasy. There's obviously there's the pit in the middle, which is the fighting pit, and you guys sort of, as you enter, you see that there's like a guy playing a lute and sort of singing a song. You see one of the patrons at this place, some big like beefy kind of like shirtless barbarian, literally stand up as soon as you enter this place, and he shouts, "Oh, Tato!" and just runs at one of the fucking like the bard and just like dive bombs him into the pit, and starts beating the shit out of him as you enter.
Well, tough crowd in here, it seems. Can we approach the bar and the gentleman there?
You can give me 1 second to just close my curtains, because this looks insane to all the random people passing by.
My rage effect is hilarious this time.
Oh, what is it?
It's so like it's such a nothing thing, but it's effectively when I rage, all the lights, like everything in the area, takes on a reddish hue. Like all the lights effectively go red, and like you hear like a almost heavenly, like a kind of choir in the background, and I get advantage on all intimidation checks.
Yeah.
I love
just saying his rage.
I love how how Taylor was like, "Hey, is there a fighting pit?" There is now.
Yeah, there is now. The fighting pit is so small, the rogue is not going to have
You
fun
know what
in
I didn't
that.
think about? Why does Nil have a disguise kit?
Nil have what?
A disguise kit.
Is it rogue?
Oh, they just have it.
I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's just a starting thing. Yeah.
It's just a starting rogue thing. Like the forgery kit is something that I specifically chose, but yeah, like disguise kit and thieves tools, you just have them.
Yeah, no, there's a backstory why Kanye has them as well.
Yeah.
So you sidle up to the bar. The guy behind the bar is there's no nice way to say this. He is like very, very stocky, like thick neck, salt and pepper kind of black hair, ugly as fuck. Like he's growing a beard, but it's one of those like his beard grows like patchy, so it's not like quite full all the way around. He is very sort of like grizzled looking. There's a couple of scars, and like I said, he's just kind of like sat there, like very, like putting a lot of effort into like work dirt around the glass, essentially.
Dirty margarita.
He's just got like a glass, and he's just like his idea of cleaning this glass is obviously just like moving the dirt around the glass.
Well, okay. Yeah, can we just talk to him? Do we want drinks here?
It'd be much easier if you cleaned the glass first, right?
What's that?
It'd be much easier if you washed the glass first. Did you want me to show you?
I am washing the glass.
It doesn't look like it.
But this is me washing the glass.
Well, if you say so. Have you got any other glasses at all?
This is me washing the glass.
Can I take a look around and see if there's any like characters in like the bar, with, like their hoods up and stuff like that?
So what are you looking for?
The Zenithary.
Zentarim. Is that what
Zentarim.
it's
Zentarin.
Yeah. Anything that would indicate that.
So you're looking for Zentarim here.
I'm not asking. I'm just like seeing, like, because Kanye would have dealt with them.
What's your passive?
Waterdeep. There's 9.
9. I mean, this is not a great place.
Yep.
Sorry, bud. This is not a great place. There's probably
It's a shady place. People, you fuck up here.
yeah.
Okay, there's a delay. There's a delay.
Yeah, no, this is a shady place and people are shit here.
Okay, just that's chill. Get some drink and ask. Yeah, can we just ask them if we can get our friends into the fight tonight? And maybe I'll play a song. And if I can play a song for them.
You want to play a song?
I think there's a delay, right?
You want to play a song?
Yes, please.
What are you playing?
Yeah, there's a huge delay.
Have you ever heard of Lassie?
I've never heard of Lassie the Racist Dwarf.
Oh, it's sweeping across Faerun.
Right, it sounds like a great one because I fucking hate dwarves. So, yeah.
Absolute bang.
Yeah, okay then, you can play that. That's alright. I hate dwarves. Yeah.
So I rolled a 15 earlier.
You start playing the bagpipes, singing the song.
Do you want me to roll it?
People are very, like, people are okay with this. This is very much the kind of bar where hearing people say there's a racist dwarf is gonna go down well. Let's put it that way. Yeah, okay, you could let your mate do the pit.
How does it work, kind sir?
It worked by punch people.
Yeah, your
Yeah,
mate's
I'm
got the
actually-
idea. Yeah, it works by hitting each other. So, Here's the
Who do you
thing,
have to
yeah.
fight?
Right, well, I guess you'd be fighting the champion of the pit. So that would be the bullet.
Well, who wants to fight the bullet, boys?
Me fight Bullet. Me called Gorgeous George. Me fight Bullet.
How are you feeling, Pebble? You up for it?
Pebble up for it. Pebble fight Bullet.
Anybody who wants to can fight the bullet. Obviously, he's quite.
Do you take bets at all in this establishment?
Right. We do indeed take bets. Let me roll to see what the odds are. The bullet is on a bit of a roll recently. And I'm going to tell you right now, the bullet is fairly strong.
Can
If
we
you
fight him like immediately? Going after each.
if you wanted to wait until like there's like the right time to fight him, that could be done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're skewing in our favors as much as possible. Like,
Okay.
we'll fight him later in
Fight
the.
him now. What?
Okay.
Shh, Pebble. Sometimes there's bigger rocks.
I'm gonna just like. I'm gonna say, Pebble. Even you are like, I can't fight the bullet. Not like right now. I can't fight the bullet. The bullet is hard to fight. So you would be worried about fighting him at the moment, because you guys watch like. To give you guys a rough idea, the bullet hits like 3 times for every time somebody else hit once. So he makes 3 attacks a turn, basically. You guys watch the bullet slowly. He's slowly getting to the point of being bloodied as the night progresses. Even then, though, he's pretty fucking beefy. You might want to like get him at the very sort of like end of the night. Could we? Whoever wants to can roll me an insight check to see if you can kind of pick the time to fight the bullet.
17.
Oh, thank God.
17.
Thank God.
Fine. Okay.
I'm glad you got that.
Fully aware of what we're trying to do.
So every time you're about to go off, you just like Neil. You're just like, no, this isn't the right time. No, this isn't the right time. No, this isn't the right time. Pebble, you get extra attack, don't you?
I've got 2 attacks.
Cool. Near the end of the night, you can see that the bullet is looking bloodied, and instantly, Pebble, you're like, yes, this is the time to actually do this. Right. Now would be the time if you want to fight.
I cast Spartacus on him.
Fight him.
I do. No, I cast Bardic Inspiration on him before he goes in, so he already has it.
I'm assuming this is unarmed combat, right?
This would be unarmed combat. I'm going to tell you right now that he gets 1d4 plus 4 for each hit.
So glad Nil didn't take
But
this.
it would-
Nil hits for 0.
It would be half by.
Yeah.
Your...
I'll be doing more damage. I'll be doing more damage than him.
How would casting magic in here go?
You know that
If
this place is quite like dodgy, but that
With deception?
you would need to either be like deceiving or doing this stealthily if you wanted to cast magic, or it's going to invalidate the fight because people are betting on this. The odds are the odds are 2-1 on the bullet, 4-1 on Pebble. So for every 1 gold you bet, you get 4 gold back.
I bet 200.
Fuck it. No. All right then.
200. Okay.
And I.
Nil,
And
nil,
okay,
nil
what
bets
would I have to
15.
roll on?
Neil bets 15, does he? Okay.
Yeah,
What would
that's
I
all
have
of
to
Nil's
roll?
money.
I'm putting up a lot of money. How much would I have to roll deception for it to not
Are
go
you
badly?
are you trying to like what are you trying to do? Are you trying to like make it so that it's not obvious that you're like throwing this money out, or are you just trying to like what are you trying to do basically?
No, if I were to cast something on them, I would obviously have to roll some form of.
So you would have to roll. I'm gonna just because it makes life easier. Basically, you'd need to beat a 13 on stealth to cast because you're gonna be like saying things. Sorry, if it's like moving your hands, it'll be stealth. If it's somatic, so speaking, so when it has like VSM on your things, if it says
Bardic
S,
Inspiration doesn't do anything.
Bardic you can do anyway.
Okay.
I'll just make that a deception check. Okay.
Okay.
And to be honest, your deception is pretty much always going to beat it, so we don't need to worry about that.
Okay.
Unless you get a natural one, that's the only time that would be a problem.
Fair enough.
It's only if you
Yeah.
cast spells.
It might not still be funny, but
Pebble don't need magic. Pebble just use fist.
Okay.
yeah, I'm betting a lot of money on
Right.
you,
Roll
so.
roll initiative, Pebble.
By the way, you have a bardic inspiration already.
Sick.
13.
13.
Okay. Damn. Okay, cool. So, you guys watch. This is like, you guys watch this like ugly as fucking sin. Barkeep go. And now, for the end of the evening, for the final combat, we have our champion, the Bullet. This big, like, large, like, complete, like, ginger hair, ginger beard, like, shaking his arms around, like, shirtless, muscly as fuck, against the challenger, who is called... what are you going in the ring as, Pebble?
Gorgeous George.
Big Chungus.
Gorgeous Big Chungus George. Way! Right. So, fighting this guy. Right. You go first, Pebble. All right. So, are you? What are you doing? Let me just get your token. So, what are you doing, buddy?
You step up to him and start with the overhand right.
Nice.
As the bell rung.
The bell has just rung.
As the bell rung and we
Yeah.
started.
So combat is initiated. You are going first in the order. Can you roll me initiative? Oh, sorry. Kanye as well, in case you want to interfere.
Oh yeah.
Also,
12.
damn. Okay, cool. I will say as well, this guy has a +4 to Dex, and he still rolled less than you, which is almost impressive. Okay, so, right, Pebble is getting involved.
He's a lot bigger than you.
Right.
Sometimes there's bigger rocks. I thought that was great.
That was good. That was good.
Right.
I'm on touch. I'll then move him.
So,
Trying.
he is currently at this edge of the fighting pit. What are you doing? Pebble, your go first.
Straight to him. You move forward for me because for some reason it's not working. Right.
So you're going to attack him straight away?
Whack.
Okay. 10 foot of movement.
Yeah.
Are you raging?
You fighting? Not yet.
Okay. Roll to
Remember,
hit.
you have Bardic on this. You have Bardic.
Nice.
Just to make life easier,
need it,
the AC is 16. He's a big boy.
Okay. Well, we've missed the first strike.
What? Not with Bardic.
There was that another D6.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we hit the first one.
Damn. Yeah. Cool. All right. Next one.
So overhand is that's 5 damage.
Cool.
And rolling again. We've missed the second one.
Okay. So you just like rush up. Bam. Proper like body blow. This dude who's like, fuck. Right. Now I'm coming for you. Right. He's going to take his attacks.
AC is also 16. Did he not? 20?
He nat 20 twice.
Okay, that was a fun game, guys. I'm gonna roll a.
The good news is that means he does. So he does 21 damage. Are you raging?
I am now.
Okay, then that's halved. So he does 10 damage.
Beautiful.
But he nat 20 twice. Holy fuck, man. That is unlucky. Damn. Okay, so you take 10 damage. As he does that, he also starts like gesturing at his beard. You need to make a con save before you hit the next stuff. Kanye, you're technically next on the initiative if you want to do anything.
What is your health looking like,
It's
Carol?
fine.
It's 5.
Fine.
Fine. Okay. I am going to roll my stealth.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. That's a 21.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I'm gonna cast. What am I gonna cast? Does that make sense to do that? I did have this. I don't really have. I cast blindness and deafen on the dude.
Okay. Nice. Let me just
It's a
check.
15.
Cool. Spell save is a 14. Okay, so is this a con or what?
15.
15.
It's a
now?
15.
Oh, dude, your spell
Yeah.
save's gone up. Nice. Is this a con save or what?
What time save is it?
It's a
Is it?
constitution.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Con.
Yeah, I suppose it makes sense.
I would have thought
Nice. I don't have really any other like hexes and stuff.
it's so violent. Start off with blind and deaf.
Okay. Let me just.
Straight out the gate, and Keller this guy.
Yeah. The thing is, though, he's probably got pretty decent con, so.
Okay,
Yeah,
are you
Well,
blinding or deafening? I'm assuming you're blinding, but
blinding.
yeah, okay. All right. You watch this guy in front of you, Pebble, suddenly, like a little bit of just something crosses his eye, and you just see him go, "Fuck, fuck." Yeah.
Nice.
It's your go.
So as he struck me, Pebble rages, right?
Yeah.
He yelled at the sky.
Rolls to
Suddenly
hit.
All lights in this room go red, like dark,
That's like
dark
so
crimson.
badass.
And just like background, like fucking battle music the entire time. From a
Speaking.
gameplay standpoint, I get the advantage on intimidation checks, but I'm not going to do that. So it's just purely aesthetic at this point.
Nice.
I saw it. I had a giggle. But now
You love good aesthetics.
I'm striking.
Nice.
So I need to do a con save. Is that right?
You need to do a con save, yeah. It's a low con save.
I've nat 1, so it can't be that low.
Your attacks have disadvantage this turn.
So if he's blind, it's just a normal attack then.
So, yes, it would just be a like flat roll.
So we roll in once.
I have so much on the line here.
The
Hits.
21. Second one to 10. So
First
it
one
doesn't hit
hits.
once this time. So as he tilts his head back and the film goes over his eyes, Hubble reaches out and just jabs him in the chin that he's showing for 7 damage.
7 damage. Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty good. He kind of like but all of them go wide. He completely misses every single hit with you. And he rolled a 2 on the dice for his con save, so he is still blind.
Oh my god.
You can attack him.
Order a couple of whiskeys.
Are you giving him Bardic? You've still got. It's your turn now, technically, Kanye.
I give him a bardic again.
Nice. Pebble, you need to roll that charisma save.
Come on.
Charisma save?
It's a charisma save. To see whether you hit or
What's a
not.
charisma save?
To see whether you hit or not. Sorry, it wasn't a con save. I got that wrong. That's my bad. It's a charisma save.
Oh, I've got to do it again. Okay, fine. Okay, so we've got 21 for the charisma
Okay,
save.
that absolutely. You are not distracted by the slightly shiny gems and magical trinkets in his beard that he kind of wafts at you as you
Is
go
that
into
what was
hit.
happening?
Yeah, that was what was happening. You get to hit with advantage. So 2 attacks with advantage.
And a bardic.
And a bardic
And a
if you
bardic.
need it, but you need to beat an AC of 16.
Alright, got 6, so that's 10, so we're going to roll advantage. 18 for 1.
Hits. Definitely hits, but roll to see if you get a crit. Okay, so
Nah, no
two
crit.
attacks
double
hit.
hit.
So what's
Both
the
7.
So both are 7. So 14 damage. Damn. You
So
got
as he swings at me,
yeah.
Pebble's going to duck under, and then first overhand, again to the right side of his jaw, crack, and then as he tilts back, Pebble's then going to hit with his left hook, whack.
Fucking hell, yeah. Solid. Pebble is pretty much fucking mullering this guy. You guys watch as Pebble just like lays into a dude who can't see at the moment because shenanigans have gone on. You murk this guy. Right.
Oh, is he done?
No, not yet. God, not yet gone. Not even at like he was bloodied at the start of combat. This is like what happens next. Right. He's gonna roll to attack you
Disadvantage.
with disadvantage.
This music exactly what I wanted.
And then he has to
Okay.
roll again to see if he stays under.
So, 2 attacks hit you.
With this?
With disadvantage, he's got a +7. He rolled a he rolled a 9 and an 11 with disadvantage. So you take 7 damage total. So that's after being halved. You take 7 damage. You watch him throw one like wild haymaker and then kind of like sense where you are and go bam, bam, and just lay into you. It's technically Kanye's go if he wants to do anything. Oh, actually, let me just see if he recovers.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still blind.
what?
He's still blind.
I just keep giving. I give Pebble another bardic.
Right. Pebble's still got the bardic from before. He hasn't used it yet,
Yeah.
so
Oh, yeah?
you don't need to give him another one.
I just take a.
Yeah.
What did I roll? Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
So,
I had a plan, guys.
so
It's
Pebble-
working.
What Pebble's going to do now is he's going to attack again.
Okay, go for it.
So that hits.
Hits.
The second hits. So no difference.
Hits.
And then second one. Oh. 4. Yeah, no crit. So 2 hits.
2 hits.
So he's hit me twice with the uppercut. So what Pebble's done is he's pushed that.
Quickly,
grabbed him, and
can you just
knocked
roll
him
me
in one.
a charisma save? Sorry. Because you need to roll a charisma each time.
I failed that one.
Okay, so that would mean a flat roll, but even with flat rolls, you would have hit him on both. So you still hit him twice. So that's 14, isn't it?
Yeah, so 14 damage.
This is just a slugfest.
Pebble separates his hands, grabs him, nuts him one, and then as he goes back, body shot, whack.
You guys just watch Pebble, who's not like a particularly angry person, just like grab a dude, bam, and then bam, just fucking. This guy was pretty fucked up before. This is him getting absolutely mashed at the moment. He's going to attack you, Pebble. Oh, fuck. Okay, cool. Right. You take 6 damage, Pebble. Halved to 3. Because one of those attacks... He only needs to roll a 9 or above to hit you.
Yeah. We've got the same thing, it's hilarious.
With fucking
Our
disadvantage.
ACs and our damage is the same.
Oh my god. And he's literally rolled... By the way, guys, he's literally rolled a 2, a 3, and a 9 on his con save against blindness. So he's still blind. You take 3 damage, Pebble.
Yep.
Yep. It's your go, guys.
I failed the charisma again. Shiny gem.
So just like straight roll.
Did you need to use my bardic or do you have it?
He's still got a bardic.
What's the AC?
AC is
Yeah.
16. AC is 16.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you can use the bardic on the save. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the
You could clear it.
Yeah, it's a 56. A 1d8.
1d8. You could definitely clear it. You clear the.
Yeah,
As he falls back, you see his arms kind of like tangling in his beard. There's a brief flash of light. It doesn't distract you. You get advantage on all these attacks. Man, this is fucking murder. But by the way, guys, I just want you to know he had 127 HP at the start. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, so a nat 20, which doubles the damage.
So 14 for one, and then the other one. if it lets me.
Roll with advantage.
It,
I'm pretty sure you hit.
11 second
Uh,
one, so it doesn't hit.
You do you Joe what? Pebble, you like this is Sparta kick him into the wall so hard that your next attack misses because you just fucking like punch kicked him into the wall and he fell down because of the fucking pain and your next attack missed. Right. Can he hit you?
All right, give Pebble. You have another bardic.
Nice.
One. Okay.
This is so broken.
Two attacks hit you.
We need to fund the fucking goblin army some way, guys. And Pebble,
You
this is why
take
you're a business.
14 damage halved. Pebble to 7. Right. Yeah. It's your go again, Pebble. You've got a bardic. What are you doing?
Woo! Let's hope this guy goes down because I'm almost at half health now.
Well, make a con save.
Also, is the guy
A
blinded?
con save? Why? Oh yeah. Sorry. Con save against blindness. He fails again, obviously, because that's all they seem to do. I'm not even joking. He to succeed the con save, he only needs
15.
to roll a 12. He's not rolled above a 10. So
Beautiful.
yeah, okay, Pebble, come on then, just wipe this guy out.
So we've got 21 for 1.
It hits.
He's so
Oh,
resigned
oh, con. Yeah, sorry, charisma save.
Well, I mean that one hits anyway because the other roll was 17.
Yeah, okay, but charisma save.
Let's roll the charisma for the second one anyway. Yeah, charisma's fine. 21.
Okay, yeah. Well, why do I even bother? Yeah. Okay.
to the back. He got so excited.
I was excited for a moment.
You want to put Kanye in the
21
wolf?
for the second hit. So
I-
we hit both.
Pebble.
As he swings back at the
Pebble,
goblin,
how do you want to do this, Pebble?
So what's going to happen? He got kicked into the wall. He
Yeah.
went down. He came up and hit me with 2 rabbit punches. And then what's going to happen is Pebble's going to push him back into the wall, and as he bounces off, just massive white frost across the jaw into the wall, taking a chunk of the wall with him as the punch goes. Down goes Bullet. And Pebble then calms down. The red light abates, the choir stops.
Kanye runs up and jumps on Pebble, celebrating.
Okay.
800 fucking
Uh,
gold.
I would like Pebble to make an intimidation check with advantage still to see whether you get the winnings. Remember, you can use your strength.
Why?
We're doing that with strength. That's plus
What-
7,
what-
I think? Yes, it is.
This is a very dodgy bar, and they've lost a lot of money to you guys. So yep, okay, yep.
So we've got E plus 2, 22 for intimidation.
You get
I had a bar that as well.
yeah
So
you
we just boost it. Boost up as we can.
you get your money. 800,
I'm doing it.
860 gold.
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna add the 800.
Yep. Yep.
I'm the sixth.
I mean, I should be fucking you on economy, but you're like, I mean, my guys, damn. Lag. Fucking stupid lag.
Oh,
No.
this I was gonna try and screenshot. it. Damn
Yeah,
it.
your frozen on was hilarious as
I
well.
I was just saying to you, I should be fucking you on economies, but that was so good. Fuck it, you get 800 gold.
We played that smart though.
You play that very smart.
And Pebble's gonna rest his hand on Kanye's shoulder
Um,
and just look at him whilst he pockets that gold.
Investments, Pebble. Investments.
Does Kanye still have that gold in his pocket?
between if you don't want it to be.
Do it. I mean, if this is what your character would do. But I'm saying,
No, I just wanted to piss Kanye.
Shit.
If you want to take some for yourself, though, you absolutely could.
No, Neil doesn't. Neil wouldn't do it as a character.
Neil doesn't know enough, I don't think, though, to do that.
No, exactly.
A very, like, an extremely sullen owner of the tavern hands you over a bag of gold collected from some very pissed off patrons.
So I guess
People are not happy with you here, by the way. I'm telling you now, people are
gentlemen, I
absolutely
think
not.
we should leave.
My sleight of hand check was to steal the glass and give it back clean. So he exchanged 60 gold for a clean glass that he was cleaning earlier.
Nice. Sure. People are angry with you. I'm just saying, like, people are not happy. They lost a lot of gold.
They're angry at someone who does not look.
Yeah.
Pebble's gonna wave at the patrons, smiling.
Let's get the fuck out of here, guys.
Pieces of bullet gem stuck in his fist. Just wave at them.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Why are we leaving so quickly? Everyone seems really friendly. They give you money.
I found a party. We're going to a party.
Pebble
Okay.
light party. Pebble light ale. Pebble's song, but Pebble.
I'll buy you so much ale, Pebble. So much ale. Let's just get the fuck out of here right now.
How much gold does your character have right now? Also, Pebble didn't bet on any of that, by the way.
No.
You wouldn't.
Yeah,
That's a macho thing for Pebble.
that is a macho thing for Pebble. Pebble wins, right?
I am now the richest person in the party. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, like
I got a grand and
1,184.
I've only got 800. I've been rocking around with 800.
Which, bearing in mind that it costs like 100 gold to stay one night in a nice tavern.
Yeah, it's not that much.
Not as much as you'd like. You're on cheap places because you've been in like the sticks. But,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. I'm guessing, and it might be a good time to finish. You go back and sleep.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
Do we want to like end with a long rest there, and then we'll kind of pick this up next week with you've got a meeting with Lord Neverember the next day.
Yeah.
That guy was serious, by the way. I'm on 33 health.
By the way, just to let you know, Callum, because of the insight check, you fought him at half health.
Yeah, I figured as much.
So he had 127 health at the beginning.
Yeah, that's a monster, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I looked at my health dropping, and like he's missing most of these hits.
Yeah.
Like, still,
Well, he was blinded.
You weren't meant to win. You were absolutely meant to lose that and lose some money. You won, and you won because of some good rolls. And I was like, we're going with the fact that you win, but you shouldn't be winning this.
Like, I had a good roll, Kanye then had a good roll,